America.
Dear Vice President, Excellencies, dear colleagues, dear friends, it is a great privilege for me to welcome to the European Parliament Mr. Joseph Biden, the 47th Vice President of the United States.
We, the United States, need strong allies and alliances to help us tackle the problems of the 21st century, many of which are the same, but so many are different than the last century. Let me state it as plainly as I can. The Obama-Biden administration has no doubt about the need for and strongly supports a vibrant European Union. We believe it's absolutely essential to American prosperity and long-term security. So have no doubt about that. What began as a simple pact among a half a dozen nations to create a common market for coal and steel grew into an economic and political powerhouse, a community dedicated to free thought, free movement, and free enterprise, a Europe that one historian has called not so much a place, but an idea. And I'm here to reaffirm that President Obama and I believe in this idea. And in a better world and better Europe, it has already helped to bring about. A Europe where all member states benefit by negotiating trade agreements and fighting environmental degradation with one unified voice. A Europe that bolsters the cultural and political values that my country shares with all of you. A Europe that is whole, a Europe that is free, and a Europe that is at peace. A strong Europe makes a stronger partner for the United States, and we need strong partners. That is why we will do everything we can to support this great endeavor of yours. Because the past 65 years have shown that when Americans and Europeans devote their energies to common purpose, there's almost nothing we are unable to accomplish. Together, we built the world's most enduring security alliance, NATO, and a military and political force that tied America and Europe together and brought us even closer in the ensuing decades. Together, we established the greatest commercial relationship in the world's history, comprising about 40% of global trade and helping usher in an era of unprecedented prosperity and technological innovation. And together, we have provided relief and hope for those suffering humanitarian catastrophes in more places than I can mention. Climate change, one of the greatest threats our planet faces. The United States and Europe are working to ensure that all countries, and especially the major economies, are contributing to a global solution. Perhaps the most complex threat we face today is that posed to our own citizens by non-state actors and violent extremists, particularly if, God forbid, those violent extremists were able to get their hands on any weapons of mass destruction. The scourge has no respect for borders, none. No single nation, no matter how strong or how wealthy, how organized or how capable, can meet this threat alone. It can only be successfully contained if we make common cause. And that's precisely what we must do. And so, folks, even as we gather here today, our enemies are employing every tool they can muster to conduct new and devastating attacks like the ones that struck New York, London, Madrid, and many other places around the globe. To stop them, we must use every legitimate tool available, law enforcement, military intelligence, technology, that's consistent with our principles, our laws, and our values. We've disagreed before. We'll surely disagree again. But I'm equally convinced that the United States and Europe can meet the challenges of the 21st century as we did in the 20th century, if we talk and listen to one another, if we are honest with one another. Ladies and gentlemen, courage, Winston Churchill taught us, is what it takes to stand up and to speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. While this afternoon I have done all the speaking, be assured that I, my government, my president, that we are back in the business of listening to our allies. Ladies and gentlemen, it's no accident that Europe was my first overseas destination as vice president and also the president's. The United States needs Europe, and I respectfully submit, Europe needs the United States. We need each other more now than we have in ever. Now, as then, in the pursuit of ideals and in the search of partners, Europeans and Americans look to each other before they look to anyone else. Now as then, we are honored and grateful to be by your side in the struggles yet to come. So again, I'm here to state unequivocally, President Obama and Joe Biden strongly support a united, a free, an open Europe. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.